Chapter 11. History's Most Notorious Haters. Night, keep it real.
And that's reason 419 why, despite my man's many accomplishments, I will never acknowledge big skateboarding's contrived message that Tony Hawk is the quintessential skater of our generation. Not in these trying times. Beep boop.
I have told you several times that I was a robot before, and I know for a fact you don't have to say beep boop.
That sounds fake. Does not compute.
David?
Mom?
The knight and the maid stare at each other briefly, having exchanged enough meaningful glances over their time together to know when to drop it.
I think we have exchanged enough meaningful glances over our time together to know when to drop this.
What I enjoy about our conversations is that you just say things like that.
Oh, is that what you enjoy? Well, we are both an infinite number of years old, living countless lifetimes at once, but that's no reason to waste any of our...
She knows how this will play out, having undoubtedly tried this joke on her friend in some timeline or another. Their rapport reflects a unique combination of their matching aspects, but greatly differing classes. One, a passive but powerful servant to time, the other wielding the aspect like a honed blade.
Time. Say time. Time, then make a weird face. Waste time. Time. I experience all points of time simultaneously. Please, just say time and make a weird face.
This is true.
Come on, Megiddo, you're killing me. Clock's ticking.
Time!
The maid casts a furtive glance around the empty crew quarters, as though to search for someone more sympathetic to her bit.
Tough crowd.
Okay, here's one. How old do you think you are?
Emotionally? That is a pretty heavy topic.
You know damn well that's not what I meant.
You know, I've been through a lot, Dave.
Okay?
It's just so kind of someone.
Okay, I get it.
To finally ask how I feel. I am beside myself with emotions. I want to open up.
Jesus Christ.
Shall I open up about my past traumas to you? Would you enjoy that? To think even a frog like me can work through their pain with a dear friend. You have truly blessed me on this day, Dave Strider.
I know you aren't a frog anymore, which is fucking tragic. Can you imagine the absolute insane tomfoolery we could get into? Just getting into some real frog-based scenarios? Time's fun when you're having flies.
Yes, that is how the saying goes. Sorry to disappoint.
I'm glad you finally said something. Was thinking that apology might never come. Practically giving me a complex how before now you never apologized to me that you aren't a frog anymore. But apology accepted, got the ribbits on lock. Chronologically respected, got the tick, got the talk. The clock's cuckoo, I'm Cocoa Puffs, the stuff's no mystery. Serial scions of time, psionic robots calibrate history. Hose, mad hose, sad hose, a concept, not a fact. Lacking tact, I stay stacked while I breach contract. Sacred vows, disvowed, got divorce fever. I leave her, don't look back, don't perceive her.
Do you want to talk about it?
About what?
Would you say you are hung up on leaving your wife and friends behind?
Are you?
Am I hung up about leaving your wife and friends behind? I do not think that I am. No.
Aren't you even a little guilty about ditching your boyfriend?
What? Oh, fuck.
Months in the past, but not many. Gaze.
How the fuck am I gonna get down from here?
Back to reality.
He's probably okay.
So you're telling me you don't even feel a little bad that you ditched him to be a weird death acolyte?
No, I think he found my wiles both charming and irresistible.
Not even an ounce of guilt or self-doubt, huh? Just like that, no conversations about the greater good, no revelations about your feelings, no dead presidents spouting wisdom about your brother dad and bequeathing onto you an ancient soul bot.
What's a president?
See, that doesn't work, because I know you know what a president is.
Shit. Do you often find your faith in yourself shaken like this, or is it a new experience now that your mortal coil has been left behind?
What?
Do you think, now that all that is left of you is a literal ghost inside of a machine, you are more or less likely to embrace finality?
Oh, dope. More Cult of One shit. Immortality changed you.
Could it be that you are projecting your feelings onto my situation?
Does not compute, Rose Jr.
We don't have to talk about it.
Thanks.
They sit in each other's presence, the silence between them as meaningful as any words they could exchange.
It's always really cool to hear how meaningful my silences are, especially while calculating, especially while I'm attempting to experience them.
I do not need your approval. The story will continue how it must.
Beep boop, hater detected.
Wow, that is true.
I am not a hater.
Classic hater line. I know this because I'm pouring through genuine, actual quadrobytes of information on history's most notorious haters.
No, you aren't.
Huge, if true.
Dave, do you think I am a hater?
You are the exact opposite of a hater.
Like her?
Okay, perfect example. Your tolerance for whatever is going on with all this.
I think she looks quite lovely covered in the viscera of the all-powerful enemy she consumed, floating lifelessly in our periphery, observing our every action and noting its relevance.
Uh-huh, that's what I mean. Can we scrounge up a change of clothes or something? Maybe some sort of outfit montage? She comes out of the changing room in some sort of bozo outfit for clowns. We shake our heads disapprovingly. No, not this one. She goes back into the changing room. We give each other one of those meaningful glances.
What would she do without us?
She emerges again, this time looking fresh as hell. Our judgmental ways have done it again, socially shamed into looking completely fucking dope.
Even though I understand that it must happen, I am growing quite frustrated with the direction of this conversation.
Do you want to talk about something else, Stinky?
What would you suggest?
They have a long journey ahead together, and establishing an antagonistic relationship would prove...
Okay, hear me out. Kanaya, but like wearing huge jorts.
Weeks in the future, relative to the original point of interest. Moments like these are not rare, and serve a valuable function to the story. They are able to show a passage of time with the bulk of the emotional labor of a lengthy bonding process happening off-screen. How did we get here? What have they been through? These questions are often better left open to individual interpretation, and can give the one interpreting a sense of ownership of the story.
As a point of curiosity...
Oh shit!
The dead cherub possessing the body of an equally deceased goddess of space pauses at the interruption. Were she to voice her opinion, it would be that, actually, it is not unusual for those whose primary concern is the grander scheme to have a passing curiosity about the insignificant. So, when one really thinks about it, any annoyance with the attendant's small-mindedness is both understandable and warranted.
As a point of order, you never answered Dave's question.
Which one? He is very chatty.
You experience time in a way that is woefully unfamiliar to me, and it has piqued my curiosity enough to learn more.
She's asking how old you are.
In this form, our bodies stop aging once we reach maturity. I think. The god tier keeps our physical form locked in a state of undying. Even in death, the bodies do not decay, only lay dormant.
No, that's boring. Like, how long have you been alive?
Yes, that one.
The knight, though at times purposefully obtuse, is sharp and observant. This can sometimes offer a refreshing balance to the usual layers of pretense.
Oh, maybe a few 100 years or so?
What?
Well, if I had known you were going to be so judgy about it.
When did this happen?
Oh, I spent some time in other Dune realities and timelines and came back before anyone could tell I was gone.
Oh, just out for a bit of fun then. Just hopped on over to a different reality? Real casual like. Oh, hello, don't mind me just popping in to see if it really is as doomed as they say it is. Did not disappoint.
Yes, almost exactly like that.
Who did you hang out with? Are they cooler than me?
It is complicated to explain.
Oh, okay, never mind then. All clear. A whole alternate universe ripe with the coolest motherfuckers imaginable.
You were there too. I threw your air conditioner into the sun.
Wow, that's fucked up. That's not where that goes at all.
These events are not canonical.
Rude.
I think what the ghost possessing a corpse of my ex is trying to say, and correct me if I'm fucking wrong, which, for the record, I'm not, is that the trope of being hundreds of years old but looking young forever patently sucks ass. A plot device an asshole would write.
That is not what I'm trying to say at all.
Wow, yeah. That'd really be a sort of pot/kettle situation, I guess. I can't believe I'm the only woke one here. It's hard being such a visionary and such a fine metallic specimen. But I'm an altruist first and fucking foremost.
So selfless.
Yes, the greater narrative is truly blessed by your beneficent presence.
Oh, so you got jokes now, huh?
I have always had the jokes of which you speak, but I have heretofore exercised restraint in laying you low. I possess knowledge of many of your iterations, as the scope of my powers allows me to exist in several narrative structures at once.
But can she see why kids love the sweet cinnamon taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I do not know or care what that means.
Neither do I.
Its cultural significance to you as an Earthling is wasted on the two of us entirely, as we have not conflated the misguided notion of clinging to nostalgic cereal advertisement trivia with socially relevant conversation. One could say that your reference is lost to time.